What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your October 2019 reading. This is going to be for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This message is not going to resonate with all of you, so definitely check out your other signs to see if they make a little bit more sense this month. I would like to thank all of you guys for coming to the channel. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments, everything. I really appreciated it. Also, thank you to those of you who reach out for personal readings. I love doing personal readings for you guys. So thank you for trusting me, and thank you for allowing me to do those for you. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do have my menu of services in my About tab that you could check out, and you can email me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com if you guys are interested in one of those. Yeah, let's get into it. I've already pulled your cards, okay? So, Sagittarians. Let's start. I've already pulled cards. You guys got the elephant card, which I love. Elephant's my favorite animal. But I love the elephant because the elephant, whenever we see the elephant, it's all about wisdom, right? It's really a card of good fortune. But the elephant is also like the destroyer of all obstacles. So I really love seeing this card, especially if I'm in a place where I feel very stuck, because the elephant lets us know that if you're in a place where you feel stuck, get ready to get unstuck very soon here, because a path is basically about to clear its way for you. The interesting about the elephant is, yes, the destroyer of all obstacles, but the elephant also in its own way will create obstacles in order to kind of steer us to the right path too. So again, if you've been feeling a little bit stuck, if things have been feeling a little bit unclear, I think there's a lot of good fortune on your side with the elephant, and there's a lot to look forward to, and things are going to start to make a lot more sense as we move along. Things are going to be very, very clear as we move along. And speaking of clarity, it's really interesting that you got the elephant card, because it really speaks to the first card that I pulled. But before we get into that, I do want to say the bottom of the deck energy, the unseen energy, is this Eight of Wands. So this is communication coming in. This is also fast movement. A lot of travel could be coming up for you guys. A lot of planning of travel, a lot of planning of communication, that sort of thing. It's a very fast, fiery energy that you guys are in. So that is, it's cool. It's cool. Although I will say, I don't feel like this month I don't feel like there's a lot of doing for you guys this month. I feel like this is more a month of maybe healing and reflecting from some other things, the wheel turning into some new things, but maybe not as much action. Other than the communication. I do think that things are going to become clear for you guys this month. If there's anything that you've had some fuzziness around, okay? Now, you guys start out with Ace of Swords, Strength card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, again, that first card speaking to the clarity of the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords energy is all about truth. It's all about clarity. It's all about sometimes a new thought or a new way of thinking, a new way of processing. This can also be an epiphany moment. Now, what's interesting is the Ace of Swords is sitting right next to the Strength card, and the Strength card is Leo energy, of course. That's the Leo card, but anytime that we get the Strength card, it's basically implying that there's something we need strength for. So there may be something that kind of came out, whether it was a hidden truth. It doesn't feel so much like aha, gotcha, bitch. Like, it doesn't feel like somebody got caught up with something. It feels almost like you guys having an epiphany about something. Now, this could be dealing with a person who is of air sign, so a Libra, Gemini, or a Aquarius, but it doesn't have to feel like that. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that. It just feels like there's some type of like aha moment or some type of clarity you guys have gotten, and maybe it wasn't exactly what you wanted to see or wanted to hear or wanted to know or wanted to be your truth, but it is what it is. And so here we have the Strength card, which is really just reminding us to use that inner wisdom, be okay with nurturing yourself at this time, and really giving yourself space and patience if that's what you need, right? And the Strength card really highlights the strength of the woman, not the strength of the lion, right? So it's really more pointing to that feminine strength rather than the masculine strength, right? Let's clarify. So Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands. Yes, so something could have came to light, especially surrounding someone. Seven of Wands energy is that energy of someone. It could be someone who's being defensive, right? It could be someone who is just really standing up for themselves, someone who feels like they are backed up against the wall, someone who feels like there's a bunch of people against them. Remember, in the original depiction of the Rider-Waite deck, it's a Seven of Wands person, like they're on top of a mountain basically fighting 6 people below them, right? And they're the only ones, right? So again, that defensive energy, or someone who feels like they're having to fight for something. This could be something that you've been trying to fight for. Now again, this is in the past position, so I don't feel like this is necessarily happening unless you guys are coming out of this energy, but if there's been someone, yeah, Queen of Swords, especially, like I said, air sign person that you've been kind of trying to fight for or fight for the attention of, I feel like there's been some type of awareness or epiphany around that. That kind of landed you in the strength energy. So maybe you could have found that maybe you were interested in someone and like it's become more clear than ever that this ain't it, right? Maybe it's not reciprocated. Maybe, yeah, it feels something like that. Now, again, take it as it resonates because it can be anything, but that's just kind of how it feels for me. And so that could be disappointing and you needing the strength card. I feel like there was too much dependency. If this is a person, you had too much dependency on this person for emotional happiness, right? The Devil card is Capricorn energy, so it could be a Capricorn, but really the Devil talks about what has power over us, right? And, you know, kind of what controls us. Also, what are our vices? So this could be you guys letting up of a vice that you needed to let go of. So whether it was like smoking or drinking, something like that, or maybe like a way of thinking, or again, there's some type of, for me, it feels like codependency. You kind of had some, maybe some of you, and this could be flip-flopped, right? Because this is general, but somebody had some type of a codependency on someone, and it was to a point where it's unhealthy. Matter of fact, whatever this is, this awareness, this epiphany that you could have come across, this could be something that's highlighting something where maybe your feelings are unfair and unhealthy in this situation, and maybe this situation is allowing you to see, wow, I've really been dependent on this person for my happiness and I can't be. Now, what I will say is, Wheel of Fortune, this is the end of that cycle. So if you are someone who, again, maybe had some vices or some things they need to drop, maybe feeling a little codependent in terms of relationships and your happiness, I feel like things are turning, right? Wheel of Fortune always turns and spins in our favor. Queen of Pentacles. I've been talking to you guys for a while now about money. Sagittarius, I feel like in terms of money, you guys are fine. That's never really an issue, at least not here. I feel like that's never really an issue. I feel like you guys, your issue always comes from like relationships or like self-worth type things. But in terms of money, in terms of your stability, really, I feel like you guys are going to be feeling very solid. Some of you guys might be moving for a job, just to let you know. I don't know if some of you guys are having some job offers that maybe require a move or require you to travel a lot. Like let's say you would be like a flight attendant, that type of thing. But there's definitely something that you guys are going to be making money in terms of your job. Also, this could be in terms of like just the way you make money, like maybe you're doing something online, that sort of thing. I do feel like your foundations though and your environment is going to be different. Now, and I say that because in your environment, well, first of all, let's introduce 3 cards. We've got the Devil, we've got the Death, we've got the 4 of Cups, and we've got the Page of Wands, okay? Now, the Death card is actually what is in place of your environment. Now, with that, clarifying that is the 4 of Wands, I feel like there's going to be a change. Some of you guys are moving. Some of you guys are moving. Some of you guys are considering work that requires a move. I feel like there's just a real big space of, or this thing of setting up new foundations in somewhere unfamiliar. Even if you guys aren't moving physically, maybe you guys could be like moving departments or something, or like, let's say you had a job doing something for a company and it was really just like to get your foot in the door type of thing. And now you're moving on to do something else. There's definitely opportunities that are going to be presenting yourselves presenting themselves in terms of home, whether that be home for your like physical home like your work home. There's some changes happening. Things are transforming in the best way. Four of Wands is that 1111 card, right? So these could be things that you've been wanting, been manifesting, been hoping for a long time. I think there's a little fear with this Four of Cups here as to if we're not going to like it. If it's not going to be everything that we want it to be, right? But with this Six of Wands, that's clarifying it, which is a victory card. I think everything's going to work out right. I think that this is going to be a very good move for you guys. The Fool, new beginnings, new risks involved, new adventures. I think that that's for you guys is awesome. I mean, you guys are just so adventure-y, and you guys love to travel, and you guys love new things, right? You guys love kind of, you guys are like life's philosophers. So I think this is a really good change for you guys. There is that fear of the Four of Cups, it not being a good fit or, you know, something going awry. But with that Six of Wands, I feel very confident that things are going to be good. Also, I want to let you know, some of you guys were holding back opportunities, certain opportunities in terms of work or in terms of moving because you were still stuck on this, whatever this Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands, Devil Strength shit is. You wouldn't say it out loud. But if you were keeping it real with yourself, there was almost like you were keeping this window open of, but what if this works out? So maybe I won't quite go here. No. 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 And again, remember that elephant energy. This is the destroyer of obstacles. Also, this is the animal that makes obstacles so that we can go in a different direction. Listen. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to because this is the way it was always supposed to happen. I feel like some of you guys were willing to sacrifice like a lot for a situation or a person, and it was not supposed to be. So whatever this Ace of Swords is that brought you your truth, that brought you your clarity, that brought all of that to you, it needed to come to you so that you could make the decision to go forward, because otherwise I feel like you guys would have missed some type of opportunity here. Now, Page of Wands, clarifying is the Page of Swords. Kid energy, right? There might be some emphasis on children, your kids right now, your family life at this moment. You do have the Queen of Pentacles popping up here too. She's like such mom energy to me. Let me see. Pages come on the cusp of new things. I think there are a lot of new opportunities happening for you. I think that you guys need to get clear with this Page of Swords. I think that that's what all of this was about. Whatever these obstacles of the elephant are that were coming in your way, they were so that you could get clear. Clear and clear and clear. Because I feel like there was a part of you guys that were just kind of like, whatever. Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, yeah, I could flow with that. Yeah, I could have that. But, no. There needed to be more clarity around something. Two of Swords. You guys needing to decide to go in a new direction, I feel like. Queen of Wands. I love that. That's your energy. So you guys are going to be feeling very confident in whatever this new move is. A lot of you guys are moving. A lot of you guys are moving, and it's going to be because of work. But it's going to literally be good for you in terms of everything. So, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, Eight of Cups. Again, there's that walking away, right? Walking away from familiar to try out some new things, try out some new opportunities. I love the Eight of Cups because really we don't know where he's going. We just know that he's going somewhere new. He's really being a risk taker. He's really just like kind of in that mode of exploring, knowing that he tried his hardest on whatever this thing of the past was, but it just didn't work out. The Moon, going to the unknown. I don't feel like there's, I feel like there's fear there, but this Moon energy is actually working for you better than you know. Why did you get Queen of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So again, there needs to be a balancing act. Some of you guys might be finding it hard to find the proper time to spend on work and family, different types of responsibilities, balancing out money, finances, that type of thing. I think that's going to be okay. I think you will ultimately find your groove. A lot of this has to feel, it feels like a move for me. It feels like you guys are moving. You guys are moving either, again, physically moving. You could be moving departments. You could be moving jobs, like a total job switch. And some of you guys are leaving behind a partner. The Sun card is clarifying that King of Swords. I feel like the more clear you guys, ooh, look, Two of Cups. Ooh, look, High Priestess. So there is chance for some connection coming up. I will say that. I think the more you guys are following your own light and kind of being very clear and decisive about what it is that you guys want, the closer to your happiness you get. And actually, I think that's what Libra sign or Libra energy this month is going to be bringing you, a lot of clarity. That's King of Swords, Ace of Swords, right? Two of Swords, Page of Swords, a lot of sword energy, a lot of deciding energy, a lot of taking the reins energy, but it points you to your happiness. There was something you guys had to let go of, though. There's something that you guys had to let go of. Your scene is changing and it's for the better. It's like if you didn't come to this realization, or if this thing didn't happen, or if you didn't have this aha moment, you would have still been halfway, I feel like, one foot on a banana peel and one foot out the door, trying to halfway save this relationship or connection or thing, half-ass job, whatever it is, that kind of crumbled. Because the elephant, in many ways, in terms of animals, this can kind of come across as like a tower energy, more of a gentle, but definitely a tower energy in terms of this is something that comes to destroy, to basically clear the path for the new, right? So in many ways, I feel like you guys had that happen to you on a different scale, right? Maybe not as intense. And again, maybe not as like serious as being caught, you know, oh, aha, I caught you doing this, or no, it doesn't feel like that. But there's some type of awareness that you guys needed to have. There's something in this devil energy that you guys needed to drop, and you wouldn't have done it had it not shown itself this way. And you would not have been able to move on if it weren't for this. So don't feel bad about that, okay? Matter of fact, you guys got let go of guilt, which is really interesting. I just did the Scorpio reading, and they got the same exact card, and I shuffled the shit out of these cards in between. I sage in between. I just think it's really interesting. If you are on the cusp of Scorpio, definitely check out their video. If you're dealing with Scorpio, definitely check out their video. So it says, when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn to grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Okay? Learning from the past and moving on, Scorpio. No, Sagittarius. Sorry. Okay, and then worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So those of you guys who've been feeling like love is not on your side, you're kind of down in the dumps over it, maybe feeling bad over a situation that didn't work out, it's worth waiting for. Divine timing. And look at this. As I'm seeing this clock that's in this let go of guilt. I feel like the faster you guys are able to let go of the things that did not happen in the past or didn't work out in the past, the faster we kind of come into this place of seeing the new, right? And then we've also got that Wheel of Fortune, which is talking about karmic timing, right? So you're really on the brink of everything happening for you right now. I think your world is changing, and I think things are looking different, and I think that feels a little bit scary, but I think that really you can go with it and flow with it. Things are looking beautiful, okay? So I'm really excited for you, Sagittarius. If this resonates with you, definitely thumbs up. Please share, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.